are a lot of videos on YouTube talking about how to invest your money, how to save more money, should you buy stocks or bonds. There are a lot fewer videos talking about why. Why does it matter? Why are you saving this money? Are you trying to retire early? Are you trying to go on a trip to Europe? Are you trying to buy a second house? Are you trying to buy a Lamborghini? What's the money for? For me, money is freedom. If I have more money, I can do what I want, when I want, how I want. Also, it makes the bad situations in life less bad. For example, if I get fired and I don't have any money, that's bad. If I get fired and I have money, that's less bad. About this money. Do you have to work for 10 years and save for 10 years and retire before the money has an effect on your life? Do you have to save and save and save and buy the Lamborghini before it will have an effect on your life? Or does it change your life now? Does the money matter now? Or do you have to cross the finish line? Today we're going to answer that question. Specifically, does money buy happiness? What's the effect of money on happiness today? We're going to look at one of the most famous research papers on the topic, written by Angus Deaton and Kahneman, both of whom won Nobel Prizes in economics. So what does this paper do? Well, Kahneman and Deaton have survey data from almost 500,000 Americans, and then look at the relationship between happiness and household income. They have 3 happiness measures. The first one is called positive well-being, and this is just feelings of joy and smiling and being happy. The second one is called blue. This is how often you're feeling blue, which is worried or sad. And the third one is just stress. How stressed are you? Well, they wanted to put all 3 measures on the same figure, so they need to make it where higher is better. So for positive well-being, higher is better. If you're more happy, that's better. For stress, higher is worse. And also for feeling blue, more feeling blue is worse. So for the second measures, blue and stress, they transform them into not feeling blue and stress-free. So all 3 measures now, higher is better. So we can see the figure here. On the X horizontal axis, we have income. On the Y axis, we have sort of values of happiness. The very top line is positive well-being, and we can see going from low income levels to higher income levels, we see an increase, and then it sort of flattens out. The second line down, not blue, we see a similar pattern, it's just a little bit lower. So we see from low income levels to some point, we see some positive increase, and then it sort of flattens out. And the bottom line, stress-free, we see an increase up until a certain point, and then once again, like the other 2, it just flattens out. So does money buy happiness? The answer is yes, but once you earn over a certain amount, it seems it flattens out, and there's no further increase in happiness. And that amount in this paper is $75,000. If you adjust that into today's dollars, it equals almost exactly $100,000. So if your household makes less than $100,000, an increase in income will lead to a higher level of happiness. Once you get to 100,000, an increase in income doesn't lead to an increase in happiness. Why is that? Let's think about it. If you're earning at the poverty line, you can't afford rent, you can't afford a nice place to live, you can't afford a car, you can't go on dates, I don't know if you can afford groceries. As you're able to have a nice place to live, have a car, be able to buy your groceries, maybe go on a date, more money is related to more happiness, right? That makes sense. The quality of your life goes way up, your worry and stress goes way down. Like if you get sick and have to take a week off work, if you get COVID, you're gonna be okay, right? You're gonna have some savings. Once you get to 100,000, you probably can have almost everything you want. You can have dates, you can go on vacation, you can probably have a second car. Your life is okay. You don't need to worry about small things having a big effect on your life. This is where sort of happiness tops out. If you think about going out past 100,000 in household income, now you're working a lot and you're working an important job, a stressful job. So more work after 100,000 leads to stress and worry and hours away from home, where home is probably happier than work. So it makes sense that it flattens out a little bit. So does money buy happiness? Yes and no. If you don't have any money, then more money is better. If you have enough money, then more money doesn't mean more happiness. This result was very surprising to me. I would have thought it's always increasing. More money always equals more happiness. So what's the takeaway here? Why do we care about this? I think it should help us put into perspective where we would want to go in retirement. Do you need a pot of wealth so big that it's spitting out $500,000 a year? Probably not. It seems you maybe only need $100,000 a year to be good in retirement. This number will of course change with inflation. So hopefully it helps you put into perspective what your goals should be. How long do you need to work? How much money do you need to be able to retire? How much money do you need to be happy? Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please click below and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.